Guys, if you are not speaking at the moment, can you keep your phone, um, stay on mute, please? I guess we have no testimonies, nothing to share.
Miss Novlet, nothing of I don't know of any great interest, but I spoke about that lady
Mm-hmm.
who I was in touch with, and I've gotten back to her. So she's yet to get back to her son
Mm-hmm.
and then get back to me, and that's it for me.
Okay.
So I'm still waiting.
All righty. Mm-hmm. I guess I'm assuming Miss Valerie forgot that she's supposed to be on this morning. Maria, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Uh,
Good morning.
Go ahead. Could you take over for a little for me? I got a quick phone call I have to make.
Okay, well, I'm not on the computer, but I'll do the best I can.
Yeah, just talk about something. Okay.
Okay. Well, I do have a praise report. I I know this is not church, but then
Go right
we're the church.
ahead. Go
We're
right
we're
ahead.
the church.
There you go. Go right ahead.
We are the church. I just want to say I had the the privilege to go to our local high school with a bunch of other believers, and we prayed. We gathered together in the cafeteria and we prayed for the school, for the administrators, all of the students, the maintenance staff, cafeteria staff, the security officers of the school. And we went and we took blessed oil and we anointed all of the classroom doors, all of the boys' bathrooms, the girls' bathrooms. And it was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time in that school. And I just want everyone, if you would, keep the schools lifted up and pray for your schools in your areas. We didn't go over to the elementary school, but just pray for the schools, pray for the students, and let's do this. And at the same time, when you're meeting other people, give them your information, your flyer, your business card, whatever it is, a sample. Talk with people, pray with people, and you never know what God is going to do, what doors are open, because we know that He adds to us through other people. The people that we meet can sow goodness into our lives. The people that we meet can take us to our next level, to our next step in God. You never know when God is putting a potential customer or a business partner in front of you unless we reach out. And we never know who we have the answer to their problem unless we reach out. So I want to encourage everyone to reach out to everyone around you. Be willing to share what you have, share your testimony, share others' testimonies that you've heard, and just be interested in people and be concerned about other people. Um, that's basically, I'm going to ask if anyone would like to add voice to what I just said. Anyone who would like to share something that happened with them over the weekend. The floor is open for that.
Okay. Great. I missed some of what you were saying because I was on the phone.
No, I
But
was just saying
I,
that I had the opportunity to go and pray over the high school,
oh,
and it
that's
was a
right. You said you were
blessing.
going to do that. Wow. Yes.
Yeah, it was amazing. And like I was saying, it's a great opportunity to meet other adults, other people, and to share about Atomy. To pass out flyers, meet new people, make new friends, exchange phone numbers, things of that nature. That's what we have to do. We have to reach out if we want to grow our business. Well, I didn't go to grow the business. I went to prayer because I that's what I do is I pray. I went to pray. So, but what I'm saying is that if we want to grow our business, we have to get involved. We have to, like, maybe we've already reached out to everyone in our circle. So, what does that mean? That means that now we have to go outside of our circle. And how do we do that? Well, we have to take the initiative. We have to be very intentional. We have to be very focused. And then what do? We have to have a caring heart and we have to have a sharing heart. Most of us already share the good news of Jesus Christ, of the gospel of Jesus Christ. It's also an opportunity to share the good news of health and wealth. To believe that there is a health transfer that you are already participating in and you want others to participate in it, and that there's a wealth transfer that you are already participating in. You've been given the playbook and the format, the plan, and the system of how to acquire wealth through Atomy. And so that's a great opportunity that we have, but we have to take advantage of it while there is still time. We can do it and you can do it, but you've got to reach out. You've got to go beyond yourself and go beyond your comfort zone. We're in a season now where everyone is being called out of their comfort zone, out into the hedges and the highways and the byways. So we're being called out. We are a called out people. So it's time for us to get up off of where we've been sitting and arise. You can grow your business. You can impact lives. You can save lives. How many testimonies have we had of people who had stage 4 cancer who no longer have it, of people who were looking to have their feet amputated, people who were losing their vision, people who were suffering from all kinds of chronic diseases? We have all kinds of testimonies. You have a testimony yourself. And so let us share and let's not keep it to ourselves. If we have something great to share, we don't want to be quiet. There's a time and there's a season for everything. And this is the time to play full out. This is the time to shout loud and spare not and shout loud, not only about the gospel of Jesus Christ, but we always want to put that first above everything, but to share of what you have that has helped and blessed you and others. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't be selfish and don't be self-centered, because when we're self-centered, we give in to fear. That's giving into fear. When you don't share about your business, then you're letting your enemy triumph all over you. But it is time to wake up and say, no more. I'm not taking it anymore. I'm going to share and I'm going to go out and I'm going to beat the bushes and I'm going to find good fruit. And so there are people that are waiting on each one of us to come because, as I said in the beginning, God works through the people that he adds to your life, the people that he put in front of you. But if you never reach out to those people, maybe it'll come a time when he won't put anyone else in front of you and he'll put them in front of somebody else who is willing.
Amen.
If we are willing and able, we will eat the good fruit of the land. There is good fruit out there for us. So Neverland, back to you.
Well said. Well said. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I turned it over to you. That's a great way to start because I forgot to ask you about that. You did say you guys were going to go out and do that. Okay. All righty. So since Miss Valerie's not here, I will have to remind her she probably either something came up or she forgot. So I guess this morning I will touch on something we do not normally talk about. So guys, in our business, we have so many products we can share. But I notice most people always ask about the supplements. Supplements, and I know we're in a country where everyone is sick, but this is what I want everyone to remember. Every single item on this website is about health, making you healthier, make the individuals that you're speaking to healthier. So when we share, as Maria said, don't be selfish. We do not just share on the supplements. Those are not the only products that will address our health. So this morning, I'm going to touch on our sanitary napkins because I think the only time conversation comes up with the napkin is if we discuss it. And I want everyone to also keep that in the centermost focus of your mind, both ladies and gentlemen, because this industry is making so much money on our backs and at the same time taking us out with these sanitary napkins that we are using. Women are either dying or suffering tremendously. So I have some videos that I'm going to play just so you guys can understand what I'm speaking about. We really need to, I need to see these products saying sold out on the website because we can save so many lives. Every one of us on here, male and female, we have women in our lives. And the other sanitary napkin company I was in before Atomy, the top salesperson is a man. So guys, do not feel that you cannot talk about this product. And actually, there were more men in that company than women. I was actually shocked. And they were traveling all across the nation, laying out that sanitary napkin on the table and doing that test and showing how well it absorbs and everything. So we got to get with the program, guys. I'm going to play these videos for everyone to understand what we have and what is going on out there. Share. Oh, give me a moment there.
Things like benzene. Menstrual products contain some of the worst chemicals that should never be in direct contact with your reproductive tissues, with your vaginal canal. They should not be there. Things like benzene, there's heavy metals in tampons. Actually, there was a study showing that women who use tampons had higher levels of heavy metals in their body. We don't need those down there. And fragrances, again, with the phthalates, they're also found in tampons. A lot of menstrual products contain scent. Maybe that one doesn't, but there's a lot that do.
What's the
And
alternative?
It's entirely unnecessary. The alternative would be to use, you can find organic cotton tampons. Tampons are made of cotton, right? Cotton is one of the most heavily sprayed crops in the world with glyphosate. We don't need glyphosate down there. The problem is that the vaginal canal is occluded, right? So it's blocked off. It's warm, it's body temperature, and there's also friction. So all of these factors increase and drive chemical absorption into the body. And you don't want to be delivering some of these chemicals directly to your reproductive organs.
Nevertheless, we don't know what happened. We can't hear.
That was a very short clip, so that one is over. I'm getting the other two. There are two
Okay.
short ones that I would like to show as well.
And could you also put the links in the chat so
Mhm.
we'll be able to share it with people?
Yeah,
That glyphosate is extremely dangerous,
yes.
and they're spraying it out it's on all the food.
Let me go back to sharing. So the problem we're having is if we're not getting sanitary napkins that's made from recycled newspaper that's been bleached, we're getting the ones that's made from cotton with all these things on it. So, and guess what? We have the solution here. So let me share my screen for the other one.
If you're using this, you need to stop everything and listen up. Regular pads and tampons actually contains chloroform, chloromethane, and styrene. All are correlated to reproductive issues, infertility issues, and act as a hormonal disruptor, which is a little bit weird considering we use this for our feminine parts. It's time to ditch the traditional brands and move into honeypot.
We're not gonna be promoting that brand there.
Oh no. Oh no.
So I just wanted you to get that information, and then this is the next one. This is what they spoke about. Oh, let me unmute.
Vagina. Nope, me neither. But we could have inadvertently been doing that. We put pesticides into your vagina. Nope, me neither. But we could have inadvertently been doing that for years. Traces of glyphosate, a pesticide linked to cancer, have been found at very high levels in tampons. That's according to this new report. Researchers tested boxes of tampons across a range of brands from UK shops. In one box, they found levels of toxic pesticides in the tampons were 40 times higher than the legal limit allowed in our drinking water. It's concerning, they said, because chemicals absorbed through your vagina enter your bloodstream directly. But how did the pesticide get into the tampon in the first place? Well, it's thought it could have been used as a weed killer on the cotton that then becomes a key ingredient in tampons. It's not the only nasty thing to have been found in the period products we use. Previous studies found traces of heavy metals such as lead and even arsenic in tampons. Campaigners want the government to introduce more robust testing on period products and a new law to force manufacturers to disclose the ingredients and additives in all period products. The government has said it recognises people might be worried by this report, and it urged them to get in touch with Citizens Advice or their local trading standards office for support if they're concerned about a product. What do you think?
So, and just be aware, it's not just going to be in the tampon that she just spoke about, because it's the same cotton that's making the pads. So this is what us ladies have to deal with, not me anymore, but the younger generation. And it's disheartening because, as they said, infertility, when you talk about women having ovarian cancer, fibroids, cysts, recurring yeast infection, chronic pain, the list goes on, and all the other toxicity that comes along with these products that we're spending our hard-earned money buying, that's causing our health challenges. So just imagine how many ladies out there might have had cancer, autoimmune issues, or so many other challenges with their health, and they're not aware that it's the pad, because they're probably going to be using that for the next, 30 years? Every month using a pad, or maybe 7 days or whatever. And it's worse if they're using the tampons. I never ever recommend tampons because I never saw it as healthy. And then of course I found out later why. Think about it. You're putting a plug up where something is supposed to be releasing. And I don't think, this generation, because the younger generation, they prefer tampons more than anything. And I understand why. But if someone really sit down and think it through, everything is not going to come out onto that tampon. You're putting a plug up there. So we have to really process what we're doing and also what we're buying. And it's our job here, as Maria was saying, to educate on why these over-the-counter products are killing us. And let's go to the solution. And guess what? Our products are cotton, but they do not have the toxicity in them. So here we go. Herb Day. Oh, let me share my screen. Sorry, guys. We have Herb Day. It does wonders. And let me tell you, if a woman has the challenge of having chronic aches or pain during that time of the month, just using this makes such a difference. My daughter used to suffer. So I can speak on this because right here in my house, she suffered the same way I did. And guess what? Not anymore. Not since she's been introduced to Hemoheme, because Hemoheme also helps with menstrual challenges. 2 of the plants actually helps with that, with the pain for your menstrual challenge. So along with Hemoheme and using this pad, my daughter went from 7, 8, 9 days of bleeding down to about 3, 4 days. No more clotting. All the challenges that she was having with her cycle, gone. I don't even know she's having it at time unless she mentions it. Now, before that, oh yes, I know. And she said something to me the other day in regards to the Hemoheme. She said that, you know how women get where their hormone is off, where they feel they might be a bit depressed or whatever. She said when she's on the Hemoheme, she does not have that either. The bloating is gone. I mean, everything. I combined Hemoheme and the sanitary napkin. And all the challenges that she used to deal with when her cycle would roll around, it's gone. All the emotional. You know, women tend to get very emotional during that time. She said that to me last month because we ran out of Hemoheme when her cycle came around. And that's when she said she realized that emotional imbalance. Yes. So we have a product here that does wonders. So let me show you why it works. I couldn't understand why it was called Herb Day, because I said, well, that's a strange name. But then I realized this is why. So it shows aloe for dampness and inflammation. Brownie, which helps with heat and swelling. So guess what, guys? You know how you feel so hot during the summer months when you have your period? Well, guess what? Not with this one. You don't have to worry about being out in the summer heat and you're so hot. And then that heat causes, then you start to get itch because you're perspiring down there so much. And then no itching and discomfort, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. So you get the best of both worlds with this. Now, I would say when you use it first, you're going to feel a cooling sensation. Comes from the camphor right here, but it's temporary. But this product does its job. So guys, always remember to talk about the sanitary napkins, because you never know when you're sitting with someone. Don't just talk about the healthcare products. Always, always, always bring up this sanitary napkin. Even if you feel the person does not need it anymore, they might know of a family member that could use this product. And guys, don't be afraid to talk about it, because guess what? You had a mom, you might have sisters, nieces, aunts. This is not a topic that a single male should have a problem speaking about, because let me tell you, those guys over there in that company, they were not afraid. They were on TV station talking about it, wherever they got the opportunity, because for them, it was a campaign to help women. Once they learn what amazed me was how passionate these men become, because they said they had no clue women were suffering like that. And then they took on that campaign, and they were all over. Every opportunity they got, they were sharing this information. This is a big thing. Women are dying from ovarian cancer, the fibroids that they have, the suffering they go through, you name it. The list goes on and on. We have something here that can truly help, along with the hemoheal. So I just wanted to touch on that. And we have, this is the medium. So there's medium. Let me go back and show. So there's the medium liners. So you get 40 medium, but you get 80 liners for the same price that you're paying for that. And they come in these nice little pouches. And then when you open it, they're nicely wrapped individually like this. So you can take that with you, just put it in your purse, and you're good to go. Oh, this is sold out here in West. Oh, wonderful. And then here is the large for $17. So 40 large, 40 medium, and 80 liners. So I just wanted to touch on that. Do we have any questions in regard to the liners? Anyone? Oh, I need to post those videos, which I will. No questions? Anyone has used the liners or had family members use it and have anything to share, any feedback?
Miss Novelette, are the liners and the pads together in one box or what?
I showed
Okay.
3 different boxes.
3, but you still, okay.
See, so these are the large for $17. These are the liners, and that's the medium here.
I think are they like 40 or 60 in the box?
Yeah, you get 40 medium, 40 large, and 80 liners. And guys, you can even make little sample packages. I mean, for $16, for 40, you can give out samples. Because that gentleman that was the top salesperson in that company before it went under, he would go stand in that area in the mall, whether it's Walmart. He did a lot of in Walmart, he said, and he would just go stand in that sanitary section, and he would talk to ladies. You know those little drawstring bags that you can get them on Amazon? He would put one medium in there and one liner with his business card, and he would give them out. Of course, you know, he would talk to them, educate them about what they're buying, and say, hey, try this. So that's another option for you guys to try. I mean, what to get as to giving out samples, because think about this. When I buy to give samples, you get 80 liners. So I would buy 2 packs of the medium, or maybe 1 large and 1 medium. So now I have 80 between these 2, and I give out. I need to go back to doing that. But that's the way of giving out samples as well. Because
Yes,
go ahead, Maria.
I was going to say that I always give them out at talk about the liners while the ladies have their mask on at the parties, and you know, because they're a captive audience. So as well as talking about hemohim, I always talk about the mask and give out samples, because even when they're older ladies, they have daughters and they have granddaughters, they have nieces. And so I encourage people to pass the sample on. And I find that people come back with feedback. Now they want to buy. They buy the Herb Day. And the feedback that I've gotten, one lady, she had a great testimony. She was saying how that she used to bleed heavily and with terrible cramps. All of that is gone All of that is gone. And I loved it because she booked a party with me and she shared her testimony about the products with her friends. And so they all bought. So this is a way that you can begin to build your business. Do you want? The question is, do you want to build your business? And the other question is, are you willing to do what it takes to build your business? Are you willing to count the costs to build your business? But this is a great way, as Evelyn was saying, to give out these samples. And now when you do, you've been equipped with more information. You can talk about how the glyphosate that is put into these tampons and sanitary napkins that they're buying from the stores, how that they are causing autoimmune diseases, lupus, thyroid issues, cancer,
Infertility.
tumors, infertilities, and birth defects. How you can talk about this is why your daughter, your granddaughter, or you should not be going to the store and buying this stuff that's laced with stuff to kill you. And so now you have the reason why, not just because you're trying to sell them something. And I believe the reason that is called Herb Day is because the days that you use them, you are treating your body with these herbs that
I
are
love it.
healing,
I
that
love
are
that.
healing your body. So you have herbal days for your private area to bring it to health and to keep you in balance. Back to you, Novelette.
I love that. I think I'll steal that one. So yes, guys, and guess what? The colleges, the high school, if they'll let you in at the PTA, I guarantee you that some of these PTA meetings will allow, because I've known PTA meetings that have allowed individuals to come in and share products depending on what it is. We just have to decide that we can also do a movement here because we have these products. Do you know, in the Black community, more young women are receiving hysterectomy? It is an alarming rate in the Black community. Why are they doing that? Why are they not giving them options? Women that have never had kids, they're giving them a complete hysterectomy, not a partial. We have something here that can change that. That can totally change that. Putting them on hemoheme and using these sanitary napkins. And then I want to talk about this Atomy cleanser right here. This is what we call, we say it's a feminine wash, but guess what, guys? You can use it also because it's going to keep us fresh in our private area. And believe you me, you guys need it as well as us ladies. I had a gentleman that he was an athlete back in his younger days. You guys know what athletes deal with. He had that jockage problem, and he was probably in his 60s when he shared that. Yes. And he's had that problem all that time. He said nothing he used that helped him. He saw this product and he said, I am going to try it. He drove from North Carolina to Florida. And he called me and he said, Novelette, this is the first time that I had a comfortable ride from North Carolina to any place that I'm going and not having that constant itching. Guys, whoever's phone is unmute, could you please mute it? And he said, no itching at all. This is what he used. He washed with it. It took care of the problem. He never had that problem again because this became one of his best buddies. So this is not just for ladies. So look at the ingredients. It's amazing. We keep seeing these same ingredients. These are like the same ingredients in the lotion, in a lot of other products, if you notice. These same exact ingredients are being used over and over in our product line. But I tell you, it works. We have had individuals that have the also with the reoccurring yeast infection that have used this product and have told me it took care of it. They were not using the sanitary napkins, just this product. It also helps to keep you fresh. And a lot of, I'm on social media a lot because I like to go on there and see what, the younger generation is talking about, or like these videos that I get. I go on there and I search for different things. And one of the big topics that I noticed with the young people is they're saying they were not taught about feminine hygiene. I'm really surprised how many of these young ladies are saying they were not taught. So they're learning about these feminine wash and all these things. So this is another product we can talk about. Especially after that monthly cycle, it's great to have this to use. So I wanted to share that as well. I love the fact that it is sold out in all the warehouses. No, except for one. It's sold out in 3 warehouses, which means people are talking about it and it's moving. We use this in our household. I buy consistently. I keep it because it's natural. You don't have to worry about what's in it that's going to mess with your natural flora. That's going to change your pH. This is going to keep your natural flora going. It's not going to mess with the pH. So this is perfect. So just wanted to touch on that one as well. Let's see what's in the chat. So guys, take the opportunity to speak with the college age kids, because guess what? Their only option is to buy what is on the shelf, but you can give them something else. You can introduce them to something else that is healthier, because if you read up on our sanitary napkin, it is cotton that does not have any of these toxic chemicals in them. Okay, Nellie said, I buy the medium and large for my granddaughters and they love them. And when they run out, they're calling, Grandma, they need more. And she also gives them the 8-in cleanser as well. Great job, yay. See, once they start using it, that's it, they're hooked. My daughter tells me she will never, ever, ever look at another set of napkins, ever. She's sold on these. So guys, just familiarize yourself with what's on your website and share. Because it's all about education. And we have a wide market for these napkins. Think about it. You get a customer that is sold on it, they're using it for the next, say they're in college, maybe the next 40 years. Think about that. That's a customer for life. They start using this product and they are sold on it. They're not going anyplace else.
No, they will not.
Exactly.
No, they will not, because the absorbency of the napkins is incredible, because scientific technology that allow any liquids to be absorbed in such a way that you will be basically dry. And the technology that they have in these sanitary napkins it's not only what the herbs that are in there, but it is the technology and the design that really works. And I know that every year this time, we have millions of students going off to college, leaving home. And I know in my family, there's a tradition. You get them a big laundry basket and you fill it up with washing powder, bleach, fabric softener, sanitary napkins, all kinds of things, vitamins and stuff. But we do that in our family. And at the high schools, this is what is going on with parents and relatives to send these kids off the right way. So we have the opportunity to send our children off to school with Atomy products, and they will be sharing them with their some of the things they'll share with their roommates. And so this is a good way to build a good business. You can send them off. If they're 18, at the time they turn 18, they can be the rep, the Atomy rep for all the girls and boys on their campus. And so we just have to think it out and, see how we can help. And so then they can begin to get an income while they're in school. What do college students need? They need money. They need income. They need income while they're in school. How great is it to build a business so that by the time you finish school, you got a left side built and a right side built. You got a business, you've got customers for life, like Novelette said. They start using the right sanitary napkins and taking our vitamin C. The sanitary napkins are going to help to alleviate those cramps and that heavy bleeding. They won't have to worry about soiling their clothes. They don't have to worry about missing an exam because you or you're taking the exam, but you're so bothered because you're having terrible cramps. They take our plant calcium and our vitamin D. That's going to help knock out cramps. So we just have to think it out, reason it out, put a plan. What do? We create the vision. We got to create the vision, right? We got to follow the faith. You got to have faith. You got to cherish the Spirit. That means that when the Holy Spirit gives you an unction, follow through on it. Don't just say, that's nothing. That's not going to work. No, follow through. Create the vision. Create the vision. And then you got to have that faith. You got to be willing to serve others. He who is greatest amongst us is a servant to others. So we got to be willing we got to care about people and their health.
Yeah.
So, it all works together. It'll work if we work it.
And remember, for that emotional side that women get, Hemoheme takes care of that during that monthly cycle. So we have everything here that we need. Everything to help someone. Because that hormonal imbalance happens during that time. Hemoheme takes care of it. So guys, just start sharing. Get the products, put your packages together, start talking to people about it. And as Maria mentioned, I didn't go down to here. It shows you. One thing my sister said to me, because for me, which I can't stand my sister for that, she has no idea what having cramps are or having a long period is. She just went through la da 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 like nothing. 3 days it was for her. But she still used these napkins. Let me tell you why. She said, just the fact that there is no odor. She's like, if it wasn't for hygiene, you could wear one of those pads, for her anyway, for a whole day into the next day, because there's no odor at all. Imagine that, ladies. No odor. Unbelievable. And as Maria said, it absorbs so well, it's not going to feel wet on you. So it's just amazing. And as I said, my daughter went down from the 7, 8, 9 days long period, that the never ending cycle, to about 4 days. And it's not heavy. So this household is sold on this product. And so many of my customers, I've had so many moms that I share the same thing and they try it and the daughters are like, oh my gosh, relief. So guys, we have products that truly work. So, just open our mouth and start sharing.
And, if you have, because I just thought about this, my granddaughters, she has some like 12-year-old friends who are just starting their cycle. So I will definitely be reaching out to their mothers. Matter of fact, I'm going to give them some samples to get them, because they're just starting their feminine journey. But why not get them started with the best thing that there is? Something that's healthy, something that's not going to harm them, something that's going to make it easier for them, and something that literally could prevent them from having cramps and heavy cycles as they move further into womanhood. So this is an excellent thing for young girls at your church. Get involved in the youth ministry and introduce the sanitary napkins to the young ladies, to the little girls, to those who are of age, to their mothers. So that's a great thing to do to help to get people using our products and helping them in their health journey.
Yeah, I just looked this up just so you guys understand what's happening to Black women. In the United States, Black women have a hysterectomy at a higher rate compared to white women. 49.5%, 49.5 per 10,000 women. While the rate for whites are with an odd ratio of 2.02. We have got to start sharing this product. It is very sad. Our demographic is highest in every single area when it comes to health. And guys, I will keep saying this. All of us here on this call, we have the opportunity to make a difference in what is happening to our people out there. We're not here by mistake. We're not here by mistake. All these products on this website is pertaining to our health, and I will keep saying that. So I want us to stop just talking about the healthcare products. Everything else on here also helps. So we will move from there. Oh, please post the link. Yes, Miss Brenda, I will. I just wanted to share, it's 10:58. There's one more video I want to share. Now that we've got the whole sanitary napkin things, hopefully we're all gonna run and go purchase and start giving out samples. And talk to the college kids in your church. Go ahead, Maria.
Well, I was just, I see Miss Valerie here.
Oh, she came. Miss Valerie? Well, we're gonna have to do, because it's almost 11 now.
Which Valerie? Good morning.
Oh, that's Valerie. Miss Valerie, we had talked about her touching on Medicare today, but we'll reschedule it for Friday.
Oh, okay.
You're Miss Valerie.
You remember which one was that?
No, you're talking about the other Valerie.
Yeah, the other Valerie.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. All right.
Right. So let me go to the other video I wanted to share, because we keep talking about, now we're moving to the over-the-counter products. We keep addressing the over-the-counter products, because I know so many Atomians that are still not on board with using the Atomy body lotion, the body wash, and all these other products, because it's more convenient to go to the store, or they feel I can get a much bigger container of body lotion than the little one that I get on the website. Guys, we have to stop looking at the money as in how much more I can get for my money, as in what is this product going to do to my health? What damage is it causing to my liver? Because whatever goes on your skin, that liver has to process out. So, did I share that video? Okay. Did anyone have anything else they wanted to touch on while we're here? In regards to what we just covered or not? I did not post that video, so I'm gonna go pull it. Hello? No?
Miss Nolet, thanks for the info, because my daughter, she's experiencing all those issues that you spoke about.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely going to share this with her and with other young girls
Okay.
as much as I can. Thanks again for the info.
Oh, and
Ms.
also,
Nolet, my only is, with Atomy, I wish they could produce all the food stuff.
I know.
Honestly, trust me, Miss Novlet, I would really go for that.
Well,
But it's
everything
impossible.
takes time. It takes
Time,
time.
yeah. No.
It all takes time. And then it's also up to our FDA to allow these products to come to us.
Oh, yes, yes, all right.
Yeah. Now I wanted to, there's also a lawsuit going now on these sanitary napkins as well. With the forever chemicals, that's also in the sanitary napkins. So there's also forever chemicals as well. I did not post that video. So it's just so much that us ladies are combating with a product that we have no choice but to use. Because some of the other options that I see these ladies are coming up with out there, I would not be using. But
Be
it is
very
what it is.
mindful, because there are people out there who are creating products from a place that, if you're a Christian, you need to be aware of. So
Go ahead, Maria, while I grab it.
I was going to say, just do your research, because there's a very popular product. We're not going to call any names that it's being marketed that you don't want to be using. So we need to have product knowledge about who is manufacturing, who's, how this company gets started, and where they get their information and technology from. That's all I'm going to say, but just do your research.
Okay, sorry, I had to grab that call, unfortunately. Okay, so I can't find the other one. That was a really good video in regards to the over-the-counter products. Because that one was had so much detailed information. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, let me stop sharing. Make it's going to really get on my case about that one there. Okay, here it goes. This is not the one on the over-the-counter products, but I'll try to find it tomorrow. Oh, where did it go? I lost my Zoom link. Bear with me, guys. Where did it go? Okay, here you go. So this is the one in regards to the lawsuit.
This morning, a popular brand of women's panty liner accused of containing a chemical known to cause cancer. This is according to a new lawsuit which was filed yesterday in Los Angeles. A lab test showed the Carefree panty liner contains forever chemicals that don't break down easily. Exposure has been linked to multiple health issues, including immune system damage, developmental defects, and increased risk of some cancers. The lawsuit demands that the company eliminate these chemicals from the panty liner or add a warning label on its packaging. The owner of Carefree panty liners has not responded yet to the lawsuit.
So yeah. So hopefully we really get the full understanding of what's going on out there. And I guess that's it, because I cannot find that other video. I really wanted to post it to share it, but I guess I'll share it next week. I mean, later on this week. So we're gonna end it this morning if no one has any questions or anything else to share. Anyone? Okay. Well, thank you guys.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you.